Yes, student, I am back with my second video. I finished typing. Here you can see I have explained up to void item display up to this much. So I think you have understood the previous part. Now I will be explaining the main part, that is main program. So here you can see the main program is being started, int main. Then here this is the important line. After int main you see item order. So item is the class, as I want to show you the before part, that means class C item. So item is the name of the class, and class item has created one object. We have created one object of class item, that is item order. That means whatever we will use all the above variables of the functions, whatever it is declared in the class, we will call it by using the object. So item order, here I have given in the comment section, order is the object of class item. Now here with the help of the object order, I am calling the function see initialization. Can you see here initialization? I want to show you where the initialization is being created. See, this is the initialization body part. So what when we will call it in the main program, what it will do, it will execute this part. This part it will execute. You will get item number 1, then enter item code. You have to enter the item code when you run the program, then you have to enter the item price. So it will be continued until and unless you have finished entering the 10 values. Is it clear? So this is all about your initialization. Just simply, now in the program you can see what is the use of small functions to create earlier. Simply in the main program, no need to show to the user. This is your main program. This program will be displayed by the user. That means to the user also. User can see. But inside that program, what are the backgrounds? In the initialization, what are the background you have written that user cannot see? That property is called abstraction. Before the this chapter, OOPS concept, there I have shown you what are the features of OOPS. One is encapsulation, then abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, modularity. So modularity is small programs we have created, that is modularity. And abstraction means what? Data is being hidden. You see, we are not showing them all the data, so that data is being hidden. So now next you see 2 variables I have created in the main program, and we have initialized the choice equal to 0, and this, you know what is the function of this, that means it will clear the screen before executing. So here I have started the loop. That means until I will wish to exit from the program, entering the values, it will continue. So it will show you the menus. Main menu, display larger, that means these are the view you can see before entering the values. Now here you see C in CH. That means in the CH they have I have initialized 0. That means by default the value is 0. Now when the message you will get this one, that means you will come to know enter your choice 1, 2, 3. So if you want to enter the choice 1, that means it will here one line, one word I have missed here, and let us give here 1 first choice, then second choice, then here third choice. So if the user will enter 1, that means it will go to the largest value. Okay, so display the largest value. You have entered already the values here by initialization. Enter, that means values is being already entered by this function. Now I want to display the largest value. So if I give 1, it will come here, this portion switch case. in the switch biggest equal to order dot largest. That means order is the object. By the help of objects I am calling the function largest. So what is the largest in the largest function? Let us go again in the largest part. See the largest part here, you can see, that means it will show you by this part they will find it out which price is largest. Whatever the user will enter, say 10 values they have entered, which is the largest value, it will store in the large. So that part, that calculation or that value, it will display on the main one. That means biggest equal to order dot largest. From this function the value will come here and it will store in the biggest. So the largest value it will store here. Now in every case you remember that you have to give break, because if you don't give break, after this it will go on, after this will come automatically. So I have finished my displaying the largest value, I have to come out from the program. Now if user want to continue, they can continue, or if user want to stop by displaying the largest value, they can stop it. So now next case is if the user will enter the choice 2. If the user will enter the choice 2, what is the choice 2? You see, display sum of price. So it will display the sum of price. Let us see in the case 2, see total equal to order dot sum. Now this sum function we have already created earlier. That data I want to show you. Where is the sum function here? See the sum function, it is being already totaled. Whatever the price the user will give, all the sum it will total and it will store in the sum. So it will return sum. So this return sum, the value will redirect to your main program. Let us go to the main program again. The sum of price is, see, order sum. Here the value will come and this value will store in total. So the sum of price is total. So like that. Now order dot display. So display, in the display it will show you all the records whatever you have entered as it is. So let us see in the display again. Let us go to the display part. See, it is going to display the item code and price. So that is the all about your main program. This program is a little bit professional in the practical life, how the programmer used to make the program. So this is one of your that means starting, that means ABCD of the program, how in the real life they are making the program. So this is one example, a very small example related to your real life. Now if the user will give other than 1, 2, 3 choice, say 0 or 4 or 5 or 100, so it will show you the wrong choice. Now it will continue until and unless CH will be greater than 1 and CH less than 3. So let us have a look on the output now. I want to show you the output first. So after writing the program, what you will do, you will go to the execute, then you will compile it, then it will compile and check all the mistakes and it will show you the error. So when it is shown the error is 0, that means you are ready to debug, that means you are ready to see the output by executing. So go to execute again and run the program. Here is your output. You see item number 1, enter item code. Now I want to show you the comparison between your output and the program. I want to show you very clearly so that it will be more clear to you. Let us compare now. Now you can see, I want to close this window. Okay. Now here you see item number 1, item code. That means what? Here you see, first of all you have to initialize the value, already initialized. So here this function it will execute. So this work we have to do first. Let us go to the initialize function. What they are, what you have created. See here, initialize function. Now this part it is executing at first. You see here item number I plus 1. So I is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. So 1 came here. Now enter item code. So enter the item code. Now they are waiting for user's response, so I have to enter so click here, see the cursor is blinking, they are waiting for our response. So let us give the item code, say 1001. I am giving 1001. Now just enter. Now again you see here, since here you see item price, enter item price, I have given the wrong command. Slash is front, actually it will be backslash, so as it is being printed out here, so no need to worry. Actually for new line, this is for new line, that means the cursor will come to the new line. Enter item price, so you enter the item price of the item, say price item price is say 10 rupees, okay, 10 rupees. Now it will continue until you will enter the 10 values. So it is starting from 0 counting, so 9 up to 9, that means 10 values, 0 to 9 means 10 values. So the one value I have entered. Now see, it is ready for entering the second value. So it will continue. See, I plus plus, no, so I will be 2, 1 plus 1 2, so enter item code, so 1002. So 1002, I have given 20. Next number 3, 1003, 30, price is 30. Item number 4, say 1004, 1004, item price is say 100. I am giving a 100. Item number 5 is 1005. Item price is say 65. Item number 6, say 1006, item code is 54. So like this it will continue until you enter the 10 items. So 1007, enter item price, say 56. Item number 8, 1008, 46, price is 46 rupees. Enter item code 1009, say 200, item price. Item number 10, 1010, and item price is say 350. Okay, 150. Let us give. Now, after entering this, what it should come according to our expectation, our data entering is finished because it reached 10 values. So let us see. Can you see? After that, what they have given? That main menu. Go to the main menu. Now let us come to the main program first. That means this part is finished. This part is finished, and again they have redirected to the main program. You can see the main program initialize that part. Order.initial part I have finished entering the values. Then they are doing this much work. Total, biggest, then this, then do. Here you see the control come here. Now it is being printed. Now user came to know enter your choice. So according to the choice you have to enter the value. So let us go to the value. Clear here? Say 1. If I give 1, according to our program, it should show us the largest price I have entered. Can you remember what is the largest price I have entered? Let us see. Say I have forgotten. I want to see the output. Here I have entered 1 now. Give enter. See, largest price is 200 I have entered. Again it has gone to the main this one program because I have given here break. Break means what? Again it will start from the starting. So say I have given 2. Oh sorry, not here, not here. I have to give the input here 2. So enter. Say 2 means what? 2 means what? Display sum of price. That means total sum it will take out. The sum of price is 731. Again it is redirected to main menu. say I have given 3, so 3 you can see, enter your choice 3 means what? Display item list. So code price is this one, see here, code number 1001, price is 10, code number 1002, price is 20, but it is showing together, no? So I have to separate it. So for separating I have to go to the main program and just I have to modify. What modification I have to do, can you tell me? See, to display, here it is displaying, no? So I have to edit in the display part, that means display function. I have to go to the display program, yes, here, that means here you see how it is displaying. I have given here /n item code, is not it? Then item price, here I have not given any space, so let us give some space, yes. So if I give some space, again any modification, you just save the program, yes, and then again you have to compile. Now here what it is coming, something it has been, oh, that means it is being output, here it is given. So again we have to go to the, that means we have to start a new program, then only it will do. So let us close this part, and then now let us open again, file, open, class 12 I have saved, class 12, and this is the program. Just let us see again, yes, now compilation finished. So again execute it, run. So here again I have to output it, that means enter item code 1001, say 12, just hurriedly I am doing 1002, 13 price, 1003, 14 price, 1004, price is 56, 1005, price is 36, 1007, price is 28, 100. Here I have done one mistake, enter number, item number 6 is 1007, so here better I give 1006, 1008, 1009, 1010. So this is how. So I want to show you the last portion, because the first two portion I have already shown you. So display item list, say 3. See now the gap came. Can you see the gap? So this gap is there. Now main menu, display artist. So enter your choice. Now I don't want to repeat the choices. Now say I want to give any other choice. So you see a wrong choice. So to exit you give wrong choice, then only you can come by ending your program. So this is all about your program. If you have not understood anything, just you text me on the group. I will solve it in the next class. Thank you.